Hello students. So we continue further our discussion on aphorisms. So here is 264th aphorism. So 264 is discussion on pharmacy. So source must be genuine pure medicine. So 264 onwards starts the discussion on procuring the genuine medicines. So the genuine medicine is what? It is a pure medicine. So the true physician must be provided with genuine source of medicines, as these medicines have inherent power within themselves, and this is the disease curative power. So the disease curative power which is there in this medicine depends on their genuine source. It should be a pure source. Physician should judge, confirm the purity and genuineness of medicines always. So the most important aspect is that the source of the medicine should be pure and genuine, so that the inherent power within these medicines can be aroused and the disease curing power. Aphorism 265 also tells about the pharmacy. What is this? A right medicine should be the choice of physician. So physician must himself prepare the medicine. So what is a right medicine? Which is having a genuine source, and physician must himself prepare the medicine. Physician should confirm that patient takes right medicine. Right medicine means pure, genuine simillimum. Preferably, physician himself prepares the medicine and then dispenses to patient. So Dr. Hahnemann instructs us that the source of the medicines must be pure and genuine, and in this 265th aphorism he tells us that physician should confirm that patient takes right medicine. And what is this right medicine? It is the pure genuine simillimum. So, and the physician must himself prepare the medicine. Preferably, physician should prepare the medicine. That is the point which is stressed here in this aphorism. And then the medicine can be dispensed to the patient. So, a genuine pure source of medicine is required because the disease curing power lies hidden in the medicines, and this disease curing power is inherent in the medicines. So the pure genuine source is always desired. It is the requisite of the right medicine. Then only a right remedy can be prepared. So right medicine is the one which physician himself prepares and confirms the genuine pure source of the simillimum. So aphorism 266 again telling us the instructions regarding the animal and vegetable remedies are best taken in the raw state. See what are the instructions. Substances belonging to animal and vegetable kingdoms possesses their medicinal properties in the raw state. So the footnote is telling us all the details of the instructions. All crude animal and vegetable substances have medicinal power. They alter man's state of health in their own peculiar way. So the power is inherent in all these vegetables and even the animals. So the parts where this medicinal power lies in the vegetable kingdom and animal kingdom is fixed, and these parts which contain the inherent power within themselves, which is the disease curing power, and with this power they alter the man's state of health in their own peculiar way. Many plants and animals are used as food due to their nutritious property. So man uses so many plants and animals as his food. For example, the plant kingdom like ginger, garlic, it is cooked in the daily food man eats, as well as the animals like hens and goat that and pork is also used in the food for the nutritious property. They may have less medicinal property, or it gets destroyed while cooking or while culinary way. Culinary way are the different ways of cooking like extraction, fermentation, addition of vinegar for pickle, smoking. Smoking means roasting along with the charcoal. So the charcoal smoke is there present on various vegetables or non-vegetarian food. So this is a process of smoking, then boiling and stewing, toasting, baking, etc. All such processes destroy the medicinal properties. Additional of salts and vinegars also destroys the medicinal properties. Hence, animal and vegetable remedies are best used in the raw state. That is the reason. So, the parts in which the medicinal property lies of a vegetable kingdom or animal kingdom is the disease curing property. So, the animal and vegetables should be used in the raw state because they possess the disease curing property, which is having the medicinal value in raw state. So we go further. See the footnote. Those plants which possess the medicinal property, these properties are lost during such processes. By desiccation, all the roots of various iris, of the horseradish or arum and the penis lose almost all the medicinal virtue. The juice of virulent plants becomes inert, pitch-like mass due to the heat employed in the preparation of extracts. So, by merely keeping for long time, the expressed juice of the deadly plants becomes powerless. Even at atmospheric temperature, it rapidly takes on Venus. Venus means resembling red wine in color. So it takes on venous fermentation, losing all the medicinal power. When number of green plants are laid one above the other, they lose their medicinal property. So here footnote is discussing by which processes the plant kingdom medicines will lose their medicinal property, which is the disease curing property. So the list is given, which we have already discussed. Okay, so the third point, fourth point and fifth point very important, and the various methods which are practiced will destroy the medicinal property in the animals or vegetable kingdom. So the they will lose the medicinal property in such processes. The disease curing property will be lost. Hence it is very important that all these precautions must be taken so that the medicinal property is not lost. Let's see further. Aphorism 267 regarding the again preparation of extracts of indigenous plants. Indigenous plants very important. So the indigenous means the plants which are grown in the own country. So powers of indigenous plants are present in the fresh state, mixing their freshly expressed juice with equal parts of spirit. Keep it in close toppered bottle for a day and night. Fibrinous and albuminous matter is deposited. Superincumbent means lying on something. Superincumbent liquid is decanted. Decanted means gradually pour from one counter to other off for medicinal use. So what is happening here? The freshly expressed juice is mixed with the equal parts of alcohol. So then keep it in the stoppered bottle for a day and night. And then what happens? The fibrinous or albuminous matter is deposited down and the superincumbent liquid, that liquid is lying on this fibrinous and albuminous matter is decanted. Decanted means what? Gradually pour from one container to other for the medicinal use. Due to wine, it is not fermented. Kept in well-corked bottles and away from sunlight. This is the way you can preserve these medicines. So preparation of extract of the indigenous plants is done with the freshly expressed juice is mixed with the equal parts of the spirit and then kept for a day and night 24 hours. Then the thick fibrinous albuminous matter will be settling down. It is deposited and the superincumbent liquid which is floating on it is decanted for the medicinal use. Due to the use of wine, it is not fermented. So wine is related to spirit here. That is what I can draw the conclusion. Then the medicine is kept in the well-corked bottles away from sunlight. See the first footnote. It's very interesting to interpret the sentences written in this footnote. Very interesting. See what is it written. Buchholz, that is the name. He said we have to thank Russia in 1812. He said this in 1812 for mode of operating of medicines. So the Buchholz said, that is he is a German person, that Russia has given us the mode of operating medicines, means mode of preparation of various medicines. Dr. Hahnemann says it is unjust practice of Germans not to give credit to their countrymen. So it is very common practice of German people to give credit to other people but not to his own countrymen, because whatever the directions given appear in that article of Russia are just the same words of Dr. Hahnemann from the written in the first edition of Organon of Medicine, where it is written alcohol is used for mixing with vegetables, that is the plant kingdoms, but it was never used to administer medicines with it. So here the article is saying that alcohol has to be used for mixing with the vegetables, but this does not say alcohol is used to administer the medicines with it. As you know that the medicines are dispensed in the vehicle alcohol. So this was not written in the article, but otherwise the wordings were of the Dr. Hahnemann's writings in the first edition of Organon, which was already published in 1810. And 1812 the article comes from Russia, and a German person is appreciating it. So Dr. Hahnemann takes the objection that actually whatever is there in this article, it is the copy of what I have written in the first edition of Organon of Medicine. Let's go further. Footnote 2 of the 267th aphorism. Generally, equal parts of alcohol and freshly expressed juice are taken. But for plants with thick mucus like Symphytum viola, where there is excess of albumin in the plants like Ethusa and Solanum, double alcohol is needed. Plants which are deficient in juice like oleander and ledum, where the double alcohol will be needed, and the equal parts of alcohol needed for plants with thick mucus like Symphytum or excess of albumin, and double quantity is needed for the plants which are deficient in the juice, are dry, but that is oleander and ledum. So the quantity needs to be doubled in those plants which are deficient in the juices. So we go further. So again it is of the pharmacy 268 aphorism, which discusses the genuine medicine. The exotic plants, barks, seeds, roots which are not obtained in the fresh state or in the dry state, the sensible physician will not take it in pulverized form. He will first convince himself in the genuineness in the crude form. Footnote says that these are preserved as powder. So druggists neglect even of well-dried animal or vegetable could not be preserved uninjured even in well-corked bottles. It may contain some moisture and can't be preserved in the cork bottles. So the druggist, they neglect that even the well-dried animal and vegetables, they are not taking the care to preserve in the well-corked bottles. So they become injured. Injured means they spoil, they get spoiled. So what is the sentence? Druggists neglect the even of well-dried animal or vegetable could not be preserved uninjured. So they got injured in the well-corked bottles due to the negligence. It may contain some moisture and can't be preserved in cork bottles. This is best prevented by water bath. What is water bath? Spreading the moist powder in a flat tin saucer with a raised edge, stirring it and drying so that the small atoms are like fine sand powders, and take care that lumps are not formed. So preserved in dry well corked bottle, preserving the powers of medicine. So preserve in airtight vessel away from sun and daylight. So what for we are taking all these precautions while preparation of medicine? Only to preserve the power of medicine, which is the disease curing power. So only to preserve the power of medicines, which is going to be the disease curing power. So 264 to 268 aphorisms are discussing about the genuineness and the source of these medicines. So it should be pure and genuine, and how to prepare these various extracts and various medicines. Detailed instructions are given by Dr. Hahnemann. So we stop here. Thank you.